So Aquaman 2 may have a worse opening than the Marvels. Is that even possible? I mean, nowadays, I guess a lot of stuff are possible. This is not news that makes me super happy because I think Jason Momoa is a really he's really awesome as Aquaman. I did enjoy a lot the first Aquaman. I like James Wan as well. But unfortunately, the movie is linked to Amber Heard, who is very much not a popular person after that trial with Johnny Depp. So there's that situation that is happening. There's also, we know that she's going to be not very present in the film, mostly because the movie is not about their love story anymore. But she was in a few trailers. She was in also posters out there. That does not make people very happy, you know, especially after what she pulled off with Johnny Depp. So unfortunately, if that really happens, it will be terrible for Jason Momoa. And there's another situation that is lingering on in the fans' mind, including mine. We all know that James Gunn is in charge of the DC Universe, and a while ago he was very clear when he said nothing is canon. And that just makes people a little bit, I'd say, upset because of course Aquaman is part of the DC universe, the universe created by Zack Snyder, and even though the first movie made $1 billion, it was a huge success. It looks like the second one is just not following that footsteps, but let's see what the article is saying. Early box office projections are already coming in for Jason Momoa's upcoming Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom film, and they indicate the movie will have a worse opening weekend than Brie Larson's The Marvels. I'm sure this movie is not worse than The Marvels. I mean, I thought the trailer looked pretty entertaining. I love the sea creatures. Like I said, I like the first one very much. I like James Wan, the director. But not really Amber Heard, right? She really could, I don't know, guys. Like I said, there's not just Amber Heard. There's a lot of stuff here, but let's see what else. Box Office Pro shared their long-range projections for the film, claiming that Aquaman sequel would only gross between 32 million and 42 million in its domestic opening weekend. Furthermore, the outlet predicted the film will only gross between 105 million and 165 million in its entire domestic run. The outlet noted their projections did include pre-sales data, which showed the movie was pacing 25% ahead of the aforementioned Shazam sequel and 62% behind Black Adam after 1 day of sample marketing tracking. Damn. I mean, I really like Jason Momoa. I don't think he deserves a box office flop. But like I said, I mean, there's a lot of things going against this movie. The fact that, I mean, it's the last movie of the DC Universe. A lot of the fans are pissed off. A lot of the Snyder fans are just like thinking, what's the point? But I don't know what could happen here. Let's see what else is saying. Looking back at 2018, the original Aquaman film had an opening weekend gross of 72.5 million. That's a lot of money. The projection for Aquaman and Lost Kingdom in the low end would see a 55.9 decline. If it hits the high end of 42 million, the decline from the first film is 42%. Looking at a number in the middle range, like 37 million, the film would see a decline of nearly 50% compared to the first film. Could that really happen? I mean, the predictions for the Marvels were pretty spot on. They were actually even worse than we thought. So I don't know. This, if this isn't looking good, I'm not sure. Let's see what else the article is saying. It looks even bleak when you look at the overall domestic gross. Aquaman grossed a total of 335 million domestically and another 808.6 million international for a global gross of 1.1 billion. So it did a lot of money internationally. So maybe the international crowds could indeed save Aquaman. We don't know, but we'll see. Looking at the domestic number, if Aquaman the Lost Kingdom hits a low end of Box Office Pro's domestic projection, it would be a 68 decline from the first film. If it attains a high end of 168 million, it's still nearly 50% decline. That is bad news. Continue on. It's quite possible these projections are high. We saw Box Office Pro adjust their projections downwards for the Marvels as the film got closer to release. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom could face similar issues as the movie is plagued with problems. Like I said at the beginning of the movie, one of the biggest issues is the fact that the film is the last film of the old Warner Bros. Regime before James Gunn's DCU takes flight with Superman Legacy. I don't know what they're doing with Blue Beetle because apparently that was also under James Gunn, right? So there's still a lot of questions. Gunn made it clear the film would have no effect on the DCU moving forward when he declared on Threads that nothing in the DCU was canon to Creature Commandos. So anyways, continue on in the article. We also have the screenshot of James Gunn saying that nothing is canon to Creature Commandos next year. Confusing people and some actor, and then he even continues, some actors will be playing characters they played in other stories, and some plot points might be consistent with plot points from dozens of films, shows, and animation projects that have come from DC in the past, but nothing is canon into Creature Commandos and Legacy. So that begs the question. People may be thinking, what's going on with the DC universe? I mean, I don't know why people are not that interested in Aquaman, but people don't seem to be interested in Aquaman. It could be Amber Heard. It could be, I don't know. I don't think it's superhero fatigue, because I think a lot of people enjoy a good superhero film, and to be quite honest, the trailer does look very, very good and entertaining. I think it may be the fact that this is no longer connected to the DCU, and the fan is just like, I mean, what's the point of watching this if it's not going to continue? If we, people really like Jason Momoa as the Aquaman character, but there's just so much stuff up in the air that we have no idea. But anyways, drop a comments down below. Do you think Aquaman could bomb even worse than the Marvels? Do you think that's possible? Everything is possible, of course. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye.